Hello there. This is Quickie Nog, and we're on Nog TV again. We are doing another tier list video, and I just wanted to say, I have a hot take to start this off with. Um, this might lose me some subscribers. This might lose me some viewers. It might even lose me some friends. Gosh, family even. Um, I'm ranking the Pixar movies today. Based on A to F or not seen, don't remember, which I liked. I do prefer the tier list because there's a lot of times you rank things and maybe you haven't seen everything, you haven't tried everything, you haven't looked at it, experienced everything that's maybe on the list, you don't have an opinion about everything, and you need a little something at the bottom that's like, okay, I'm not saying I don't like it, because if you just put it at the bottom because you don't like it, then people will be like, well, how can you rank it so low? I like it because you can be honest. You can be like, I haven't seen it, I don't remember much about the movie, blah 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 blah. Whatever you're ranking. I'm doing Pixar movies because I've seen there were several that had like Disney and Pixar together, or just Disney. Maybe I'll do Disney eventually, but my hot take of the day, really of the week or even the month, I'm not a big fan of Disney movies. I like Pixar movies. The Pixar movies are some of my favorite. Like, I love Pixar. Like, rarely ever do I think a Pixar movie just sucks or is bad. I think most of them are really darn good. But Disney movies, I'm not big on Disney movies. If it's about princesses, here's the thing, is that when I grew up, I wasn't really into like the whole princess type things. Any movie with the princess in it, I didn't really care for. If it was basic. Now, I will say there were a few, like this, like Brave, I thought was neat. Because it's like, I like it when they make it about different cultures. I think that's pretty cool. Because you get to see more of like their style, their culture, different things like that. But like the basic ones like Cinderella, dude, heard that 1,000 times. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, like even Tangled was an okay movie. That one was decent, but and like Frozen seems just kind of basic. I know it's not quite like as down the middle basic vanilla. It's neat. I think the songs just annoyed me in that one. But anyways, that's my hot take of the day. Disney movies. Who knows? Maybe if you promise to like the video enough times, send me enough messages saying please rank the Disney movies, then I might do it. But just be warned, not a lot of them are gonna get high rankings. You might be disappointed. So it's one of those things. Be careful what you ask for. That being said, let's get on to the video. We're going to start off with Bug's Life. Bug's Life. I remember this one about the ants and the grasshoppers. And he's just trying to live a good life. He's trying to be a good bug. And he's basically this nobody ant that's like, you know what? Like, let me impress this queen girl. This queen ant. Or I think she's the princess about to be the queen or something. And so he goes off and he like joins this circus show and then tries to get, basically it's about a bug's life. It is what it says it is. It is what we thought it was. Bug's Life, no, not a D. I'd give it I don't know. I gotta put more movies in for reference, and the problem is a lot of these are gonna be pretty high ranking. So I think a C is fair to start on. It's average. And the thing is, an average Pixar movie is still a really good movie in general. So it could be like C, or even if I put a movie on D, that doesn't mean I think it's a terrible movie. I think it's not as good as some of these other ones. Like, a movie, like if Bug's Life were just in general across movies, it'd probably be a B or C. But it's going to be a C now. I like the little caterpillar that grows into a butterfly. That's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful picture, a beautiful story. Brave, again, another one of the movies where one of the cultures, I really like the accents. As far as the whole, I think the dynamic I thought was really sad, but I was like, I was simultaneously not like connected, but also connected, because it's sad because it's about this girl and like she doesn't have a lot of freedom. She's like, mom, like I'm tired. Like she gets mad at her mom. Her mom gets turned into a bear, and then she's like, holy crap, the last time my mom was a human, I yelled at her and told her I didn't like her, I didn't love her or whatever, and like now she might be stuck as a bear forever. And it's not like she's just a bear that like oh, she's still my mom, but she's a bear. Like, eventually, like, if I don't save her in time, she's just going to end up being a bear and will not know who I am and not remember me. Very sad. I think it's because, though, it's a daughter to mother connection. Like, if I was a daughter, I'd be like, man, this is heavy. It'd be like if it was a mom and a son, or like a dad and a son. But nonetheless, still sad. Still a really good movie, and the accents I think are really cool. I really love like the Celtic accents, and I think that's super neat. It's probably a movie I need to go back and watch because I haven't seen it in a while. You know, I'm actually gonna go to a B for Brave. You know, Cars. Oh my gosh, good luck, because Cars is probably my favorite picture. Cars is so cool. Cars is kind of what got me into like watching all of the Pixar movies. I watched them as a kid, but once I watched Cars, I was like, I'm hooked. I'm in. I gotta have more. Dude, okay, did you guys ever have like the little car toys? Like, so first of all, let me preface this by saying, did you guys have the big rug on your floor with like the road on it and stuff like that? Dude, you know, if you went to your friend's house for a play date and he had one of those, you were gonna have a good time. I just think that's super cool. Yeah, it was really fun. But I had like literally probably 100 of those little cars I'd collect. Like, even like all the main characters, even to like cars that appeared in like 30 seconds, like the cars that get lost out in Radiator Springs with the mattress, like the van. Like, I'd have those, like the just various extra cars that are in the background. Like, I probably had every car that appeared in the movie. Ask my mom about it. It was so cool. That being said, Cars 2, I feel like Cars 2 should have been a spinoff. Because Cars 2, if it's about, like, it has nothing to do with the, like, other than, it's like, it's a story about this egotistical race car, and how he gets humbled, and he learns about family, kind of like Fast and Furious, like what we talked about the other day. And he kind of figures that out, and it's like, okay, cool. But then it's Cars 2 goes on, and I feel like Cars 2 was more about Mater, because he's like some kind of spy truck. That's cool, but it still wants to put the emphasis on Lightning McQueen, because he's the profitable one. I'm going to put it as a D. Still a good movie in general, but like, it can't stack up against these. And Cars 3, honestly, I fell asleep during Cars 3. While it was a good movie, I watched it at a drive-in once. It was a good movie. I'm going to put it in the don't remember. I mean, I remember being okay, but I know the preface is that, like, he's getting older now, and he's, like, not okay with that, and he's still trying to race. So he's trying to find, like, a prodigy or something. And, like, all these cars are getting newer and, like, electric or something. Which is, like, I honestly need to rewatch that because I don't remember it all. I need to rewatch that one. That'll give me a chance to kind of catch back up to some of these, and like, you know, Coco, actually not a bad movie. I watched it one time in Spanish class. It was kind of one of those you had to watch, but it was a decent movie. Again, you get to learn about some culture. I just didn't know enough about it to be able to follow it and understand it. I think it follows like the Day of the Dead or something. It's kind of another sad movie where he's like trying to find his family or something, or like trying to see his ancestors, but he could potentially get stuck there forever or something. So I'll put it in C. Finding Nemo, probably an A. So many quotable ones from that, and just amazing times. Finding Dory, Finding Dory was like one of those I was really excited for, but when I watched it, I was like, okay, I feel like they leaned into Dory's humor too much. Like, Dory's humor on the side is funny, but a whole movie about her was like, I don't know. For me, it was too much just because that's not my sense of humor. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch these. I'm gonna go like that. Inside Out, a neat movie about feelings and stuff. But it never really stuck with me. Monsters Inc. Of course. Do I even need to explain it? I think Monsters University is better. Monsters University. Roar, Omega Roar. Uzma Kappa. Gosh, I don't even think I need to explain those movies. Those are just bangers. Onward. Down here, I didn't even watch all of. Onward was... one I saw was okay. It has Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, which is interesting. Ratatouille. I played the game. Ratatouille was cool. It was an interesting concept about a rat getting inside a guy's hat and a hair, and he's like, you can pull my hair, and so I'm gonna learn how to cook. Blah 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 blah. A really weird concept, but it was a funny movie. I'll put it up here in B. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, these movies, there's gonna be a lot that are high tier. Like A, B, and even C tier. These C tier movies would still be like B tier movies in other like general movies. Good Dinosaur, never have seen a minute of that. Incredibles, probably another A tier movie. Incredibles 2, that's got to be a same sequel idea as Cars, except it came way later. Just not that great. Actually, I'll put Inside Out. I just didn't really like Inside Out. I didn't think it was that. Why is Toy Story 2, 3, and 4, and then the first one? The original Toy Story, I'm going to put it as a B. Toy Story 2 was just kind of weird. There was the Chicken Man thing. Wasn't huge into that. 3, up here. I really like this little pyramid type thing, this downward pyramid. 3, I thought was an amazing movie and exactly how you end out a trilogy, because that, like, even 2 being not as good, it doesn't mean it was bad. It was still like the best trilogy that, you know, that Pixar has ever had. The perfect way, exactly how you want to end a movie, and it had everything. And then they decided, for money, we'll make a 4th one. And then Woody decided he was gonna leave his whole gang of friends and be like, nah, I'm going with this girl that I haven't seen in who knows how long. I'm just going to leave my best friend and some of them for these new people and her. My bro. Woody obviously does not follow the bros before. You know, I can't say it. That's inappropriate. But yeah, I'm going to put it down here just because I think it was really good. It would have been a C, but the ending just ruined it for me. The whole meaning of, like, friendship. I was like, he just threw that in the dirt. Up is probably, it's really sad at the beginning, kind of sad at the end. It's a sad concept, but it's a really odd out there. Like, I get it, Pixar movies aren't realistic, but also because it's literally monsters, cars, fish, bugs, rats, toys, feelings, dinosaurs, creatures, robots. So out of all these, it's probably would it actually be the most realistic? I guess Brave's kind of about, like, I think there's mystical things and, like, turning people into bears. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're thinking about it, honestly, other than the talking dog, it probably might be the most realistic movie. That's funny to think about. That Up might be the most realistic Pixar movie, because then there's superheroes. If you take away the superpowers, then maybe that's realistic. That's interesting. Well, I guess technically Coco is about the Day of the Dead. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you believe and your preference on that. I'm not from that culture, so I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. But I think that's a fair point. If you're from that culture and you believe that, then, you know, that's not my spot to say. I don't want to get on that and all the touchy subjects about, like, I have my own set of beliefs and everyone has their own. But I guess for me and what I believe, Up would technically be the most realistic movie. But it's still weird about this old dude that ties. I mean, I still don't. Okay, I don't think you could. There's definitely no way you could tie enough. I feel like Film Theory needs to do a video on that. How many balloons? What kind of force would it take to pull the house up out of the air? And is that possible? Could you fly? Could you use a house to fly somewhere, like a hot air balloon? But yeah, I think that's interesting. And then Wall-E. I don't know. Wall-E would either be B or C. It would either be the top of the C or the bottom of the B. I don't know. I wouldn't do that because I think it's. We'll put that like that. So, that's my tier list for that. I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's actually a good list. Like, I'm a huge Pixar guy. I think those movies are good. Obviously, we got 6 A tier movies and 6 B tier movies, and then 3 C and 3D, and then Inside Out was just. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Again, F for Pixar movie. Could still be like you can still go up and here movies in general. But again, probably not a movie I really want to just care to watch again, unless like, you know, if I was like watching it with my kid. No, I don't have a kid, but like eventually or something like that, or if Olivia was my girlfriend wanted to watch it, then I'd be like, sure. But it's not gonna be like a movie I hate, and I'm like, oh, but I'm not gonna love it. Be like, oh, let's watch this. It's not gonna be a suggestion. I need to rewatch Cars 3. Onward, I need to finish. And Good Dinosaur, I just never heard anything about it. It did for me, and I never got any of its hype, or like, what I mean is, like, I didn't think that it had any hype. So, yep, that's my tier list for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, Nog TV, share it with friends, turn the bell icon on. Maybe eventually in the next video, I'll be less tired, so I will stop yawning. Thank you guys. Have a great day, great night, and peace out.